Yeah. What's going on, faithfuls? Your boys Mike and Wayne are back, man. The best daily Niner show on the web, man. We in here, man. Wayne, what's going on with you, big dog?
What made you say that, Mike? What makes you think we are the best daily 49ers show on international TV? That's what I like to call us. That's what we do.
Cause we on it. I don't understand. Like what we supposed to be? What, we supposed to be the second best, third best? It's number one, baby.
I know. I was just asking the question. I just wanted to know, like, what prompt Mike to say that we the best. We the best. What's going on, everybody?
It's the influence, man. You sit back and you see it, man. You see it. That's all I'm gonna say is you could see it. You could tell. It's all good, man. It's a lot of fun, and we here for it, man. Wayne, bro, what'd you have for breakfast today?
I had 3 eggs scrambled with a little sharp cheddar, about a tablespoon of sharp cheddar cheese, and 2 slices of Dave Killer's all multi-grain bread, whatever that stuff is called. It's really good.
I got a question about eggs. When people only eat egg whites, do they scramble it?
Yeah.
How does it
I
look?
did.
Oh wait, so you only eat egg whites?
No, but when I used to just eat egg whites, I would still have them scrambled. It just looked like scrambled whites. So
I can't imagine what it looks like. Like lumpy marshmallows.
Nah, I don't know, but I don't like the way it looked.
All right, do you got to mix it? I'm just curious how you scramble egg whites. I don't know how this works.
I mean, you could buy the liquid whites, or which is worse because it just looked nasty. I just used to just separate the yolk, and then whip them up.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you scramble them up. Yeah,
that's interesting, man. That's interesting.
That's crazy. I hate this show.
I always like separating the yolk, right?
Yes.
I just thought that was always fun to do.
Yes.
But once I did that, it was just the whites. I never had to do anything to them.
Well, you get bake if you're into baking, you do a lot of the separating and stuff like that. So it's cool. But I used to just eat egg whites, but then I was like, I just want the whole egg. Just give me all.
Because the yolk is supposed to be where the cholesterol is, right? Or something like that.
The cholesterol. I ain't worried about that right now.
Hey, man,
But for those that are worried about the high cholesterol, eat the whites.
All right. So
egg whites.
So straight from Wayne's mouth, man. We're gonna do what we gotta do.
That sounds
man, I'm excited. Y'all know we up here in the Northeast, man. And Mike, Ben Michelle just asked, and I swear I was about to get to it before I saw the comment.
Where you were?
Yes, it did, bro.
Okay. Because here it is bright and sunny, but in other parts of Connecticut it's snowing.
So it's bright and sunny here, and it stopped. But this morning, when I opened the door to leave, it was just, I can't say what I'm about to say. It was snowing though. And I was very excited about it. I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay home and be a little kid. But so what happened is my backyard, so in the morning, the sun is towards the front door, right? And shining onto the front of my house. Which means the backyard is all in shadow. So the snow was sticking in the backyard. It was white on the grass. My front yard, the sun was melting it, so it wasn't there. So it wasn't as fun. But the backyard was dope. And I'm trying to surprise the dog. I don't want him to experience snow until it's a lot of snow. So I made him go in the front yard today, which made him upset. He don't like going in the front yard because my dog has a shy bladder.
So he knows not to go in the front yard?
He'll go, but he has to look around and make sure there's nobody out there first. If there's somebody there, he'll sprinkle and then he'll stop. If he thinks somebody can see him or hear him. Yeah. He won't poop at all in the front yard if he thinks somebody can see him. He won't even get in position. But if he's got to pee real bad, he'll run out, look around. I think the coast is clear. It'll be oh, and then he stops. What's happening? Who saw me? Somebody here? So, but y'all didn't get any snow where you are.
I don't know. I went to sleep, so I was knocked out. It could have snowed and I missed it.
Did you eat 3 meals a day?
I definitely eat 3 meals a day.
Oh man, I
You
envy
have to
that.
eat 3 meals. Well, you don't have to. But everybody's bodies is different. But what I
Yeah.
do, I need to make. I need to eat. My trainer told me I need to eat more protein, so I have to like
Hmm.
protein shakes, stuff
Word.
like that. Cause I'm built now. I'm in the building muscle phase. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why I didn't know that. I don't know why I had to pay my trainer to tell me what I already knew. But you know, when I lost when I used to be 335 pounds. So the lowest that I got was like 180. People thought I was sick. But
Oh,
like
okay.
during that time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I
That's almost half the body
body,
weight.
yeah.
That's a big difference.
That's a huge difference, right? So now I'm back up into like 220, 230 range. So I'm trying to just get back to balance at 190, 200, right? So like I always thought like I want to lean out. Like I just want to lean. But when you lean, you're kind of losing like muscle. Like, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so like instead I want to build muscle so that it can burn off the rest of the body fat, which is
Mm.
what I wasn't doing. So
Kind of
now I'm
just occupy the space in your skin and
mm-hmm,
replace it with muscle.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Got you. I
And then
understand what you're
it'll
saying.
continue to burn off the fat. So like now I'm going through that phase. So it's like I'm starting over, but not
Mm-hmm.
really starting over, but I'm starting a new phase and working out. So like I'm particular in what I eat. Like the diet, obviously the hardest part. Like I'm right now, I'm kind of conditioned to work out, like
To
hour and
me,
a
that's
half
the
in the
hard
gym.
part.
Nah,
With
for
the
me it's
food
the
stuff,
diet.
man, like if somebody tell me, hey, you do this and it's gonna help you, like that's
Right,
not a
but
problem with the food. It's the going to the gym that's the problem for me.
that's funny because everybody's just it's so weird. Like if I had some if I had my meals prepped and they told me this is what you need to eat, I would do it.
Mm.
So meal prepping is the hardest part, not necessarily eating.
Oh, I see
But you
what you're
know
saying.
what's hard for me is that I'm always out. So I have to figure out how to eat when I'm out. So when I'm out,
Salads, man, that's what I did.
nah, salads ain't it. Mm-mm.
I used to like when they put me on my they wanted me to crash weight real bad a couple years ago.
The reasons why salads aren't it though is more because like 20 minutes later you hungry again. So like it
Oh no,
depends on what
I
you put.
loaded mine up with meat. I used to get mad meat paws. So I would go to Chick-fil-A
Hmm.
and you could customize it and get like extra patties of meat put in the salad. And that's exactly what I did. So I would just make sure I had something to hold me
And,
over.
and and again, it's cool because like it's balanced. Like if you eat, however many grams of protein you need to eat as far as the meat,
Hmm.
But again, like I'm just telling you what salads is gonna do. Like now, if you loading it with grains and all that type of stuff that's gonna make you feel full, cool. But if you just eating a
Right.
salad with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, peppers,
That's my joint though.
ain't no grains in that joint. 30 minutes
No
later, bro,
grains,
I don't care
some
how much
meats,
meat you eat, you gonna be hungry. Like
and
salad
it
is a
make me go
weird food.
my
Right,
stomach be like
because of the greens.
ain't nothing holding on to anything. It's like what's happening here? What are you doing to me? But last thing, real quick, I went to Chick-fil-A today, so I had to leave work early. Right now, I work still, but I was planning on being in the office today. Get a phone call from my daughter's school. She got 102-degree temperature, so gotta
Oh
leave.
no.
Go pick up baby girl, and my father-in-law had given her aspirin. Who gives a kid anyway? So she had aspirin. She still had a fever, and I said, "Hey, we gotta get you some food. You want some soup?" She said, "Yes." Did you know Chick-fil-A made chicken noodle soup?
No, I did not know that. Only
I
thing
learned that today.
it's crazy. You can't get it on Sundays though.
Well, no, you cannot.
Oh. But I didn't know that they made chicken noodle soup. Do they
Yeah,
serve it with a soda on the side?
you think they?
I let it rain. Now clear it out. Now let it rain. Clear it out. She's a cool person too. Little what was her name? Little B.
No, it wasn't
Um,
Lil B.
no,
What you know about me? What you? Oh, I'm
that's
thinking
the
about
lit.
Lil Mama. My bad.
Yeah, that's little mama.
Yeah, my bad. What was her
Um,
name?
I
Chicken
don't
noodle
know, but I
soup.
met like
Chicken noodle
I was
soup.
working with her at one point. Like obviously she was a little bit more grown at the time. Um, Still, when I was in my TV phase, she was pretty cool from New York. She was cool. But that was her hit. That was it. I don't think she did anything else after that song.
AG.
Nah, that ain't her. That don't even
Chicken,
sound like her.
chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. It says, oh wait, there's an artist named Chicken Noodle Soup. Okay, all right, hold on. This is hard. Webstar and
Shape.
Young B. Young
Webstar.
B.
Young B. Young B. What'd I say? Little
Young
B?
B. You
I was
said Lil
close.
B.
She
Young
was
B.
little when I
I
met her.
see what you did. Yeah. Okay. All right.
But no, she's cool people. It's funny you brought that up. Wow. We talked about
Shout
chicken
out
noodle
to
soup.
her, man. Hope she's doing well.
Yeah, I'm sure she is.
So listen, man. We got to turn the page. By the way, my favorite part of the show is when we start for 10 minutes and just be talking.
We gonna start every show for 10 minutes and just talk because yo, I was knocked out. Like like I don't even know how I woke up. Like I don't use the alarm clock. As
Oh
the
my
eternal
God.
clock was like, yo, it's when did I message you? That's when I got up. And I still didn't get
Mm.
out the bed when I messaged you. It's like, yo, I was knocked out.
I was wondering how you said you was knocked out. 'Cause I was like, yo, he texted me not too long ago.
Because you was the first person I thought I missed the show. And then you said, well, I hope you ain't missed no shows. Like, dang, like
Well, because you do
was
like 40 shows.
you implying that I was gonna miss this show? That's what
No,
the
no, not I wasn't worried about you missing. I'd have called you. I'm not. I would have rang your phone, but I was worried
yes,
that
you would
because
at
you do the one for
3:59. Oh,
John.
you coming? 3:59.
Yeah,
You couldn't ring me at 3:50, 3:52. You wait till
yeah.
3:59 because you want me to be late. That's what you want. So that way you
Oh,
can say
so they blame
that
you instead of me. But
exactly.
when, it don't matter though because I've got the reputation already. So as soon as we don't hit start at 4, they be like Mike outside with the dog. Mike this, Mike that. It don't matter who's at fault. They just go crazy on me in the chat. It's just my reputation already.
Mike, speaking of dogs, yo, Mike, there's a bunch of dogs that's about to load up on an airplane in a few days.
To go take on some birds, huh?
Yes.
Mm.
And I know I'm probably like oozing with confidence or whatever, but I don't really care. Like
Come on.
I was at the NFC Championship game,
Mm.
and myself and my brothers, we stayed for the whole game.
That's painful.
Because even though we knew it was over, like we was there to support the team first and foremost.
And the price of them tickets. Like, yeah, I'm saying.
Nah, I would have left. Like if like I like I ain't give a fuck at that. Like there was a point at the time where I just didn't give a care, but I realized like what we watched like has never happened. Like I don't
Right.
remember ever seeing anything like that. So look, I brought that up to say like it's different this time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You gonna be there this time?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there this time, and it's that you just dropped is healthy. And I think with removing him as a weapon, let me ask you this: would you consider Brock Purdy a weapon?
Yes.
Okay.
Now what? Yep.
No. And go ahead. Give. What makes Brock?
Oh no.
What
Exactly.
let me ask the question. You always ask me questions. Shit. What makes Brock Purdy
Yes.
a weapon?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you too. So for far too long, people just had this kid up on a pedestal without reason, other than wins. And I kept saying, what is he doing well? He sees the field, he processes the field. Right? Then I found my favorite thing about Brock Purdy. And now that I have that, I'm seeing other things based off of that. And it's getting me really excited to have Brock Purdy as the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. My favorite thing that Brock Purdy can do is how he can just rainbow that ball, right? He throws with such great touch right over the defender, but drops before the safety. Yeah. He out there, boom, touch. Did my elbow look ashy
It,
when I did that? That looked crazy
it
ashy,
did.
don't it?
That's an ashy. Yeah, don't do that
But
again. Put it down.
no, it's not ashy. It's just the
Nah, that's
angle.
ash. That's okay. It's okay.
That's not acceptable. But so my point though is
Mike, you
the
carry
the
you
come on, bro.
that
This
Jergens?
me. Nah, this Palmer's, bro. This the good
Palmer's. I couldn't
creamy.
see the whole bottle. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold up. We go. See, it's just I think it's the shine from the light. Oh, was it ash?
Nah, it's still ash. You just
I just got out the shower. So you were sleeping. I was in the shower. Anyway, so I love how he can throw the layer pass.
the layer pass. Okay.
Layered passes are by far my favorite thing about Brock Purdy.
Okay.
And so we all saw the Brandon Ayuk pass at the end of the game. That's the one that iced it against the Seahawks, right? Kyle goes to the podium and says, yo, that play was designed for the check down. And I thought it was a mistake.
Oh no! Don't you take my Brock Purdy thing. Don't you take it.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna shut up. All right, go ahead. So you tell me something you like about
because this is how Brock Purdy is starting to feel about Kyle Shanahan. That mother. That's how he's starting to feel. And that is a dog. I've been wanting a dog at the quarterback. Yo, we got our own Aaron Rodgers. Like we got our own Aaron Rodgers, minus the dark nights, dark days, dark whatever he do. It might come at some point, but he's seeing the light. He is a true believer in Jesus Christ. But my point is this: I'm starting to say, "Oh, we got a quarterback dog, bro." I don't know what kind of dog you want to label him, but when he sits there, you know when I noticed that he had the dog, the touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk. I ain't talking about Seattle.
talking about Jacksonville?
Oh, between two defenders over George Kittle's head. That's when he was like, "Wait a minute, my coach yelling at me because I threw a touchdown."
Yeah,
All right, cool.
That was the scramble to the left, throw it back across to the right. George
I don't
Kittle,
agree with the
defender.
At the end of the day, I don't.
But what did he say?
But
He said, if you feeling like a pimp,
go and brush your shoulders off.
all right, Kyle, it's cool. You be mad. I'm going to keep throwing touchdowns. All right, that's what I'm going to do. And then he went back-to-back games and did the same thing where Kyle was like, he shouldn't have done that, but it was a touchdown. And you know what Kyle said then? I can't argue with the results.
I'm watching our head coach have no choice but to change.
Come on, baby.
You supposed to drop the bomb, but you got your arms open.
Oh,
so
I got my arms in it. Come on, baby.
Yo, when I saw that first one, everybody was like, "Oh, that was gutsy. Oh, like he looking like Brett Favre. Oh, he a gunslinger." I'm like, it was a touchdown.
Kyle said everything except stupid. Like it was the worst decision he made all game, probably of his career.
Yeah, but I'm expecting the coach. Now, look, I'm talking about the fans. I deal from a fan's perspective because I'm the one that's trying to channel their feelings, their emotions, and so that they could come on the shows and get it out. But at the end of the day, Uncle Salty, what's going on, baby? At the end of the day, I'm like, yo, but did you see y'all can't see the size of his balls, and y'all definitely can't measure the size of his balls. And on top of that, he's throwing to his guy. Like, not only did he throw that pass, he threw it to the one guy he felt was gonna come down with the pass. Yeah. You talking about that throw right now? Like you forgot to mention it was between 4 defenders. It looked like a diamond.
Yeah.
Should connect the defenders.
Yeah.
So let's remove Brock Purdy because to me, he the secret weapon in this game. You know why?
He is.
Because Philly ain't got on Brock Purdy. They don't know nothing about him other than what they saw on the tape. They didn't get a chance. And I'm telling you, Mike, that's why I asked you yesterday, was this team better? I might have said defense. I might was specific on the last episode. Yeah. But is this team better than last year's team? And like, if I ask you overall, It's got to be because of the one more year of experience, the one more year of continuity, the one more year of them being brothers, the one more year, like, and then they sprinkle some new pieces in there. Yo, the Eagles ain't even get it. I understand they injured Brock, took him out of the game. No doubt. It wasn't malicious, but I get it. What you play chess. They took what would you consider Brock? The queen, the what? The king? I don't know.
No. He would have to be the queen.
Yeah,
The most powerful piece on the board.
Powerful piece on the board, right? And so they took we our queen got eliminated early, and I hope that doesn't offend anybody in any kind of negative way. But that's what we're meaning in the game of chess, bro. When I tell you this, like, yeah, Brock is uber confident, and if you check that last presser, man, the chips on his shoulder that he's playing with, you could tell that the team, every game that they play, they showing up like it's their last game. And I don't know if any other team is playing with that type of a mindset. And now I think the 49ers finally figured something out, and that's good for them, bro.
And this is what's dope. I was thinking about that last game. I was thinking about how good the defense looked in the first half, knowing they didn't have a shot to win that game. I was looking at the defense start to press and do silly things. But before they started pressing, before they had actually thrown in the towel and said, you know what, we don't have a chance, they had a good defensive plan.
Bro,
if they play that same way, but this time we got an offense that's going to allow them guys to rest and not press.
But Mike,
Brock is a secret weapon.
But right, and you also forget, you mentioned it yesterday, like we scored on their defense after they were gifted the touchdown.
That bad incomplete pass. Yeah,
that's the gift. We came back and answered it after Brock left. So at some point, I'm like, wait a minute. If Brock is cool to good to go, it's gonna be a game. It's gonna be a dogfight, but it's gonna be a game. You know what I mean?
That's cute. That's cute that you think it's going to be a game. All right. So what other players?
Last year. I'm sorry. I meant last year.
Okay.
That it was going to be a game, even with Brock. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead.
What other players? Let's take Brock Purdy out the equation.
Yes, take Brock Purdy out the equation.
Brock's going to be Brock.
I don't think that's fair to take him out, because if I asked an Eagles fan who's their most dangerous weapon, it'll be Jalen Hurts.
Yes, or Swift. I think they might give Swift a lot of credit.
It'll be Hurts. End of discussion.
Like 100%.
1,000%.
Okay.
Swift could be eliminated like that.
Hurts does something that Brock doesn't do. He rushes for touchdowns.
There you go. That's the key. That's the difference.
So he'll take a game over. You know, we saw him do it in overtime.
Brock throws for touchdowns. More touchdowns.
Right. But he won't chance somebody dropping it. Like, he ran that joint in. That was a design play. Like, they were like, yo, keep the ball on the ground. Go get the touchdown.
That's the difference between the two quarterbacks.
Right.
That would have been that if Trey Lance was developed or had developed, that would have been something that might have been in his wheel route.
So Eagles rest in nests, okay? Their home, their domicile is a nest. And today's episode is titled Attacking the Nest.
Yeah, we got to attack the nest.
How do we attack the nest? Who do we do it with? Let me ask you this question. Who is Brock Purdy's favorite target on this team? Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Go ahead and just pick one, right? Like, just try.
It's Brandon Ayuk. It's Deebo Samuel. It's George Kittle. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, boy.
It's whoever he sees that's mother freaking open, yo.
Yes.
I think that's the difference, man. I don't think there's a favorite. And even in Deebo, sometimes I gotta hit up Deebo and be like, listen, I got slide into his DMs like, yo, stop capping. Like, you don't gotta cap on these shows. If you went to Kyle Shanahan and you said, yo, give me the ball, Kyle gonna make sure you get the ball.
Deebo full of shit, he know it. Bro, we saw the mic'd up. You're like, bro, it's on film. The whole world saw you say Kyle in the playoffs.
He said, I don't be asking for the ball, right?
Like, what are you talking about, bro? We all saw it. It was all right there.
Personalities, bro. I swear to God, you ever see that movie, What's that? It's like a horror movie, sort of kind of like, and it's about some John Cusack who's in it, and they had to deal with this dude. He
Oh,
had
yeah. Like 13 or something like that. Where they was in
I
an
can't
apartment or
the
motel. Yeah,
motels. Yo,
the
that's
big
Debo right.
dude with all
Yeah,
the crazy eyes
don't
and
tell the
shit.
movie, but yeah.
What the hell was the name of that movie
I
now?
don't know, but that's Debo right now, yo. He's just going through the motions. He's got 13 personalities, though. Like, but yeah, like this is the Niners have weapons. The question is who's going to be that weapon. And this is not I'm not coming out here saying that the Eagles won't have a defensive game plan for the 49ers, but I think the Niners do well at attacking the weaknesses on defense. Ben Michelle says he's more like Split. That's good too. That's a good one.
Oh, Split is another
Split is
multiple
good.
personality movie. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's two. I'm thinking Debo got more than one. What is the name of it? Identity. That's the name of it, Mike. Identity. It came
Identity.
to my mind. It was called Identity. That's because we talked about that. So maybe Kyle Shanahan is the identity and Debo's Split. Maybe that's why they get along. Maybe that's why they best buds. I just there it is. There it is. But Mike,
Yeah.
and this game right here, this gonna be a Debo Kittle game, bro.
You think it's gonna be those two?
Yep, with some splash. I guarantee you, like every explosive play though will be to Brandon Ayuk.
So that's the one thing I was thinking. Brandon Ayuk might get neutralized in this game. I think Kyle respects the Eagles' defensive line enough to not try to dial no shit up.
Because
downfield.
See, nah, I disagree.
Okay, and now let me make my case right now. Check
Yes,
this
sir.
out. Do you know
Yes,
who
sir.
they're bringing in for a workout right now in Philly?
I know who they bringing in. I know
Yeah.
Shaq is coming. But
That's
he
right.
won't play this week.
Shaq Leonard, the linebacker. But that tells me that there's a deficiency
Oh, at the linebacker spot.
in the middle of the field. So I like what you're saying with Kittle and Debo because that's where those boys eat right in the middle of the field.
Yes.
I think that this is their game. I agree with you.
I agree.
I'm worried about what we're going to get from Ayuk. Maybe 3 catches, 60 yards.
I don't think the Eagles secondary is as good as it's been, especially this season. I mean, if you look, if you want me to break down stats, I mean, I could tell you where they ranked in passing. Is that something you want to talk about right now? I mean,
You got that?
like, yeah. Yeah. We could go to their defense right now, and we'll go to passing yards. And
Come on now.
when I look at the Eagles, I mean, I'm gonna start from the bottom. It's gonna be quick. Oh, okay. So I'll count out loud. You ready?
Yeah.
32, 31, 30, 29th.
That's where they are in passing.
They give up 255.7 passing yards per game. Yeah, we average. That's what we average per game.
Is it because they're so far ahead of their opponents that they got to play catch up?
They're
you
not.
Tell the truth.
Like,
No,
have you?
Because all their games, the last 5 games, been one score. No, it's not because of that.
The question, and they answer the question. I give up. Mike will be doing this show by his dang self starting tomorrow. Ask me a question and they'll be like, no.
Because I didn't want you to think I was trying to set you up for failure. I wasn't. I wanted to make it clear. No.
Did you see the redness grow? My face started getting flushed with color.
Yeah, man. They suck. What they giving up on the ground? Do you have the Russian what they giving up on the ground? Because I feel like their run game got to be bad too. Because I saw a guy named Latavius Murray who I thought was out of the NFL.
You stupid.
And he looked like he was carrying the ball for 4 or 5 yards a carry last week with Buffalo.
I would say that their defensive line was a little beat up last week. Expect them to be a little bit healthier this week. But they're number 3. We're number 2. That's Chicago 1, Niners 2, Eagles 3.
Chicago has the number 1 run defense?
79 yards per game.
Oh, these stats don't mean shit. Okay, that's what that means. All right, never mind. I don't care no more.
That's how much they give up, though.
How do we get somebody named Tastes Like Chicken in here? Is this a bot because we were in here talking about chicken earlier? Like
so that's funny. Were we talking? Oh, we weren't talking about chicken, but we were talking about eggs. But the reason why I couldn't get out the bed is because I was watching this documentary on Harlem. about this dude from the South that moved to Harlem during like the Renaissance, and he started cooking chicken and waffles for the musicians and stuff during the passing time. Like so, once that like the clubs ended, let's do like right, it was at the dusk hour. So that's what kind of made. And I don't want fried chicken. Tastes like chicken. You right on time, dog.
So you think it's going to be Debo and Ayuk? I mean Debo and Kittle.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Peachy said it last night on Nitty Gritty. She's like, you got to establish the run. If you want everything else to work, it always starts with the run. So it starts with the run. What the Niners, what the Eagles are going to look to do is weaken the 49ers rushing attack. And the Niners are like sixth in rushing. The Eagles are number 3 in stopping the run. But it's weird because when I see this, when I look at these top defenses, and every week it seems like we're playing a good defense that takes away the run, you know, the Niners find a way to fabricate the rushing yards. Whether
Well, what was the Seahawks against the run?
I don't know what they were when we started. I mean, I don't know what they were last week, but this week they're. I mean, against the run, they're. Why can't I see their name? Because I don't want to see Seattle's name. They're in the middle of the pack, so they were always in the middle of the pack.
Okay.
They're like in the 1920s, so they were terrible at stopping the run. So we got a good run defense. I'm trying to think because the reason why I brought it up, the last time we played a good run defense like this season on our last game was Jacksonville. They're number 4. We tore that ass up.
Yeah.
I mean, tore it up.
Okay.
So there's other ways, but if I had to pick, I mean the goal of this show is to pick a weapon, not multiple weapons, right?
One.
Right. So I have to go with one. And I'm gonna go with Lake City. Yes, identity. I'm gonna go with my guy Debo, yo. And it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of underneath stuff, and it's gonna be Debo making plays happen. And it's cool because if the weather is a factor, that's what you want, right? If the rain is a factor, you want the runs, you want the short, quick throws. That's where Debo. And when Mike, I asked you this question. I asked John this question, and he couldn't tell me when the last time we saw a wide receiver screen. I don't want to answer it because I think I know. But when's the last time we saw a wide receiver screen? And then I'll tell you what I think.
Week 3.
Okay. I'm week 3 to. Was that the Giants?
Yes.
Debo Samuel, wasn't it?
Yes.
So
no.
here's the.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna go week 5 against the Cleveland Browns, and it was to Ray McLeod, and it
because
didn't work.
Debo wasn't there. Yeah.
It didn't work. That's the last time we did that. Like
yes.
literally, everything else has been.
It was a Debo play.
Yes.
But they were trying to use Ray. Oh, yes. That was week 6 because we already had 5 wins at the time. Yeah.
Okay, my apologies. So against Cleveland, okay. We did do one in Seattle, and it didn't work. It was to Debo. But here's the thing: I watched that film. Oh, shoot, I forgot to upload it to Patreon. That's how I know I fell asleep. So I watched that film, and I realized why they weren't working. And I'm like, okay, so the offensive line has to be better. Now, I'm not an offensive lineman, so I don't know the assignment on the screen. I don't know how quick they're supposed to release. I don't know any of that. I just know that they were missing blocks.
They struggle to do it. That's what we know.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what we know. And that's why the screen game has not been successful.
So I'm wondering in practice this week, would that be
I hope not. A focal point?
But why not? Because it can be what's the word? Beneficial.
Yes.
To your offense.
Absolutely.
If perfected. But it takes all pieces to perfect it.
I prefer us to go into this game in particular doing what we know how to do well. Let's go out here and get one game behind the lead team in the NFC.
So keep doing what you're doing, even though that they're
for this week
against that though. They're practicing, but they're practicing to take that away. They're practicing.
okay.
Okay. So
Because if we're going to try to force something that we don't do well in this week, that worries me. Like, I want us to go out there and like really just go do what we do, and then we'll come back to learn and improve on our deficiencies later. This game's too important to me.
And I totally agree with that, but I feel like you have to have one or two of those wrinkles. So even if you don't focus on it, you have to attempt that because it's all time.
Oh, they'll do an attempt, and it'll be like last week where it's a loss for 3. Like they'll do an attempt. They'll probably attempt it twice.
Loss for 3. Yeah.
I think the Niners' leading scorer this week is going to be Kyle Juszczyk. 2 touchdowns.
I like it.
Right across the middle. Go out there, take the block.
Oh,
bam.
That's funny because I got Brock throwing 3 touchdowns in this game.
There you go. See?
So 2 of them going to go to...
Juice might even get a handoff on the one. Y'all, they got their Philly special. We might have CMC lined up on one side, KJ lined up on this side. We turn it around and Brock do like this and then sneak it over to Juice side and let Juice get it while they all playing it for CMC.
I don't know if I like that.
2 touchdowns for Kyle Juszczyk.
I like that. I don't know if I like him getting. I don't think he can get 1 yard. It's cool that I think that way. I mean, he's done it before, but his body.
All right, listen.
Yeah,
we're gonna go.
Oh shoot! What the?
We're gonna go.
Man,
these 30 minutes don't play. They don't play at all, man.
Yo,
they don't play.
Wow, this is fun. So I'm going with Debo. You going with Juice
for the most touchdowns.
Oh,
yeah, and the guy is going to be George Kittle. That's it. Yes. Yes.
I see what Mike is doing. Okay. I said pick one player. So he put a stipulation on one of the players so he could answer twice. All right.
No. Wait, hold up. But you said the same thing I said.
I did not say the same thing. What did I say?
You said, and I quote, I'm going with Debo, you going with Juice, and the guy is going to be George Kittle.
Yeah, but I didn't mean I was picking Kittle. I was just saying.
I'm not picking Kittle.
You just did.
I'm picking Juice to have the most. He gonna be the weapon.
But don't say he gonna have the most touchdowns. Just say he gonna be the offensive player of the game.
He not gonna have the most yards. He not gonna have the most touches. Or none of that stuff.
Yeah, but I asked you who's gonna be the who's gonna be the offensive player of the game.
He gonna account for 14 points. It's Juice. There you go.
Okay. So you just forgot about CMC.
Yep.
Sound like the Niners going to score like 5 touchdowns and 6 touchdowns in this game.
He not going to run the ball well, but they'll get him the ball in space. That's where the screen need to be. It need to be to him and let everybody go out there and block.
A couple times. Like, those were the screens that was bothering me. Look, I know the Philly going to come out with a game plan to stop the run. That's what they do well. That's what they do best on defense. They take away the run. But the Niners know how to run.
Cox is back.
We'll see. But I think the Niners offense is going to be able to do what it does best, and that's find a way to put up points, find a way to generate points. They seem like they're in sync. They have plenty of weapons that are working, and I think the offense comes out there and does what they need to do to get out of Philadelphia with a dub.
Yeah, I agree, man. All right, man. Listen, we're going to get up out of here. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys hit those like buttons right now on both channels, man. I said it again, both channels. Go over there and hit that like button, man. Let's go. All right, it's going to do it, guys. No team is safe when the Niners are on the prowl. I'm Mike. That's Wayne. And this is No Harm, No Foul. Peace.